Watching the clouds on descent to a new city is always so exciting for me. Almost as exciting as landing in Havana, Cuba, a destination I have dreamed about long before I even held a passport. What's not exciting, though, is when the airline mistags your bag and sends it to the wrong Caribbean island. So I'm leaving without my stuff, and it's really upsetting to me because I'm seeing all these people pull out of this airport with like 8 things, like 8 giant bags of stuff, like triple saran wrapped in plastic, and like they have all their stuff, and I just had one bag and I couldn't make it here. So thanks, JetBlue. I really appreciate this. Perfect start, but there's some pluses. I am alive. I am seeing in color. All my limbs work. I am in Havana. It is beautiful. It is hot. I have 1 pair of clothes, 1 pair of underwear, and 1 bra. But I do have a credit card, and let's just hope that it might work. And more importantly, let's hope that they call within an hour or 2 and say that they found my bag. Fingers crossed. Hey, adventurers. Recognize this outfit? Well, it's because I wore it yesterday, and I have to wear it today, and I will probably wear it tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. But look at this. I had my makeup, so I put on some lipstick. I got my new shades on, right? Got my hair up in a pony. Let's go adventure. Saw this beautiful fortress and castle from across the square coming out of the museum, and I'm like, I'm just gonna walk right over there. I can see it. Look at it, it's right behind me. See it? So I can walk right over there. Psych. There's all this body of water behind me, and it goes all the way over there. So apparently you have to like get yourself bussed in there somehow, but I'm gonna figure it out because it looks beautiful. The best of Havana. Those will cost you about 30 kook, which is, 1-to-1 with the US, about $30 US for an hour to tour around the city. Up to you. I travel on a budget, so I went ahead and negotiated a taxi for 2 hours for only 20 kook and got to see all this. Checking out the castle of the 3 kings, the 3 Moorish kings. I forget how they said it in Spanish. Tres Reyes del Castillo More, or something like that. Don't quote me. But anyway, this freaking hallway is the business. It's so friggin' cool. It's got these little windows and everything. Check it out. Morning, guys. So I'm getting a very slow start to the day because I spent the majority of it on the phone, again, trying to coordinate where my luggage is. So once again, I'm sure you recognize this outfit. This is day number 3. I am desperately searching for like a local little market I could pop in and find these things. And I tell you, as an American, I really, really, really have taken for granted how easy it is to do that. To pull over at a CVS, pull over at a Walmart, pull over at a whatever, and just get what you need. It is not the case. Lucky I was able to find a bar soap, but that came from just following local down this little alleyway that gave way to this little market. And I was like, oh, hallelujah. So I'm going to go out and do some more exploring today. And I'm going to see what I'm going to run into. And you're going to join me. So let's adventure on. That's where we're headed. It's the Plaza de Revolucion, which is where thousands of Cubans gathered. More than once, I think. I think once in 1960, maybe once in 1962. Don't quote me. Read a book. Anyway, I want to see it because it's very historical, so I'm on my way there. It was about a 40-minute walk from my guest house, and it's hot as hell outside, so I'm a bit sweaty. But it's all good. It's all good. We adventure on. As if there wasn't enough going on, it's now begun to rain a little bit. The heat and the humidity spurs these little rainstorms, but I'm walking around here and introducing myself to the back streets of Havana. You know, you're on the main roads. Oh, crossing the street. You're on these main roads, walking around getting one idea of what Cuba is like, but there's a whole, Havana is like, but there's a whole other side of it, obviously, that I'm so grateful to be able to explore on foot today. So. There's also a really prevalent military force on this part of the city, and it prohibits you from accessing a lot of the roads. I think this cemetery that I would like to see, which is supposed to be extraordinarily beautiful, is up ahead, but I can see a military car parked there, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to get in, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, actually they were really nice and really helpful. And I want to care to wipe the sweat off of me because I'm sure it's a lot for people to look at, but then this is the realness. This is how it is, okay? So anyway, I actually was quite melancholy in my adolescence, really struggling to express myself, express my emotions, to process what they were in the first place, and enough to be able to speak them into existence. But I was always writing. I was always journaling, always writing poetry. And in fact, I actually, sorry to admit this out loud, but I used to actually ditch school in high school to just come to the cemetery. I had a favorite cemetery in the National City area of my community, and I would just sit there. They had this beautiful pond the sound of the dribbling water. It was beautiful, it was peaceful. I would just sit there and write for hours, so it's really nice to be able to come to these places. So the rain stopped, and now all the birds are out and they're chirping, and it's just giving me life. Listen to this. Right? Oh, righty. Here we are. This is day 4. Recognize this outfit, you guys. I'm seriously, all I can do is laugh right now. I'm so upset by this. Having traveled as much as I've traveled, been as many places as I've been, my bag has been delayed, but never lost. And I have spent the last few months whittling down everything that I own, literally to fit in that pack and 2 other carry-ons as I get ready to relocate overseas to Europe. So it's not, I'm not taking this lightly. I mean, these are things that I really love and cherish. It's stuff I knew, but it's like an international wardrobe. I'll be fine. Everything will be fine. You know, I can swing a 24-day, 30-day trip with just 4 outfits. I'm not worried about that. I just need to get my hands on a few more things to wear. So to try and go out and get something like a new attitude. I'm tired of freaking pouting about this, but it's getting to me. So anyway, and let that be a very valid travel lesson. To always double check that the ticket that they give you matches the luggage tag that's on the back of the ticket. You always learn something new, no matter how experienced you are. So walking around here, what I find the most intriguing, well, and frustrating, since I don't have anything other than what I have on, I'm like trying to find a mall get a new dress or something, some new underwear. I'm trying to find a pharmacy to get like a toothbrush, some things like that, and it's quite difficult to locate. So I found a couple of markets, like souvenir shopping markets, where they did indeed have some dresses, but they were all see-through because they're all meant to be worn on the beach. And then on top of that, they're all made for people who are much tinier than myself. So the hunt continues, but it's beautiful in a sense because you don't get the same ideas of capitalism here. You don't see big brand names of clothing stores. You won't see a Zara. You won't see any of that stuff here. I haven't seen a McDonald's, which is fantastic if you ask me. You won't see any of those things because they don't support capitalism or imperialism, as they like to call it here. Calle Un de Jamel for me was a highlight of my entire time in Havana. Feel free to explore this on your own or arrange a tour through Havana Cuban Adventures, or there are actual local tour guides on site to help you, and no, it's not free. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button below, and we'll see you on the next adventure.